Hi there. So back again. I just recently got this piece of equipment, a Gigawort from Northern Brewer. I got it to add to my equipment here in the brewery in hopes that I can turn it into a hot liquor tank that can be gravity fed for sparging. So I got this thing and it was brand new. So it had some assembly instructions. And I'm just going to describe a particular problem I had tightening it. And I saw some comments online about other people that had trouble tightening it also, and what I did to resolve that. So here, let's just describe the problem briefly with what's going on here. I'm going to flip around. Okay, so just to describe, these are the instructions. And you'll see when you get this thing that this particular kettle valve kit comes with it, that's meant to install through the wall of the Gigawort and then screw onto sort of a threaded tube that comes out. So you can kind of see the main body, the threaded tube that comes out, and then here's the valve that gets attached on. So here's the actual system. Here is the tube that's coming through. Let me get in here in the brew kettle. You can kind of see the inside. Okay, and so this comes through, and this particular part, this ball valve, screws onto this nipple here. It's a threaded nipple. It's a 1/2 inch NPT threading. No matter what I did, use the white tape that came with it, the Teflon tape. No matter what I did here, I kept getting leaks right here. So it leaked between this ball valve and the threaded nipple. And just couldn't get it tight enough because, as you'll see if you have one of these things, this particular nut here tightens the nipple against the container. However, it's meant to rotate. And so when you go to actually screw on the ball valve rather, it spins the entire, so you can kind of see the threads are spinning there. And so I couldn't really get it tight. I did two things to try to prevent the leaks. One was I got a tip online from someone that I swapped out the white Teflon tape for this blue Monster tape. It's supposed to be food safe. Essentially, I think its claim to fame is it's thicker, so you have to do fewer wraps, and I think it holds up better against metal since it's a little thicker. And then B, it's blue, and so it's a little bit easier to see, I think, in applications. And I also noticed that you can, it seems to stick a little better than the white. And I'm not sure if that's just me, just me wishing something's better that's not actually there, or if it actually is stickier. But those three things seem to be a good upgrade. So I got this, did the same thing, put that on there. Put it on there and did the same kind of tightening was best I could to where it would rotate, and yeah, still leaked. So nothing really changed there. So now I'm going to describe what I did to finally get it to tighten. And I'm going to shut the video off and set up what I did, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so the first step, what the idea here is that I wanted to try to grip this nipple here with something. And I have channel locks. Different sizes, like most folks, something like this. And I wanted to be able to get a good grip on it with something that would hold really well while I'm trying to tighten this. But I didn't want to damage the threads, so I was worried about damaging them. So my solution was to take some tie wraps. So just some standard tie wraps like everybody has. This is probably maybe like an 8 or 9 inch tie wrap, and wrap it around where the threads are. Okay, great. So when I was done, I had something that looked like this. They were not super tight on there, but definitely tight enough. They'll still move a little bit, but tight enough to be snug. With the idea being that I'm hoping that I can take the channel locks and grip down tight on the plastic of the tie wraps, but not actually damage the threads that are underneath. Sorry, I missed a step in there. One final step was just to remove the tie wraps. So they were, they were kind of sitting on there, and they had already tightened them up. And to remove those, you just snip them off of there with some snips. Okay, lastly, one other change I'm making to the Gigawort valve setup I've got here. It comes with a 1/2 inch NPT hose barb fitting. That was fine, but I wanted to swap it out. Kind of everything I have in my brewery so far is this cam lock, 1/2 inch cam lock. There we go. So I'm going to make a mod here to just use it instead. I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to use the blue Monster tape and get it, wrap it several times with that and get that in there so that when we're done, I'll have a cam lock fitting so that that can match with the rest of my hoses and fittings here, here in the brewery. What I was thinking was that if I could disconnect the hose, then I can hang it up to dry. Whereas if I just have this permanently connected to a hose barb, the hose, it would be sort of a little bit more of a pain to have to disconnect it and dry it. And I'm all about trying to make the cleaning part, cleaning and drying, much quicker. Okay, so not seeing any leaks. So I think we've got that one fixed.